of the dog that bit me.
Hey everybody, let's get metal. I'm the Trub today. I'm Josh, I'm here at the Dogcast. I have a metal themed kind of beer here. Fear the Sunset Imperial Stout from Kings County Brewing Collective. I'm not that familiar with these guys. I've had a couple beers from them. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's a collab with Nightmare Brewing, who I've had a handful of their beers. A lot of big stuff from them. Big high 18% big imperial stouts and sours and triple IPAs that are 10-11%. But looking forward to having the Kings County. Yeah, it has a nice happy skull guy and some monster boys. Fun artwork. And today we're going to talk about metal music, metal games such as Doom Eternal. Just played through it, just beat it. What are my thoughts? Let's find out. Let's crack this beer first. And there's been some good heavy releases lately. We all like Black Dahlia Murder, right? Gotta sport the shirt when we talk about it, right? Verminous, new album came out. I don't have a copy yet. I'm sure I'll pick it up. Heaven Shall Burn out of Germany. I've listened to them for a long time now, and haven't really checked out any of their newer stuff. And then all of a sudden, I realized they have a new album, and it just came out like maybe that day. And yeah, it was really cool to see what they had a new album, and this one really stuck out. One of the best newer albums from them I've heard in a while. They're a little melodic, but very heavy. Bunch of intelligent dudes too. Like these guys, like I believe the singer's like a doctor, and like nurses and lawyers, and like they're smart individuals. But very good band. I did eat at Denny's with them once when I was a kid. That was pretty cool. I think that was the last time they're in America. Would love to see them live in concert. Let's hope we get concerts back again sometime. So yeah, Heaven Shall Burn's new album. We got August Burns Red. They're Guardians. This came in the mail the other day. I know they're not like, some people don't think they're heavy enough or whatever. I think they're a great band, very talented. I did get to meet a couple of the guys last time at Summerfest. All really nice guys, like they're so cool. Very heavy. Oh, they're not like crazy metal, but they're heavy. A lot of hardcore elements and metal elements to them. I also have a beer from my buddy Duddy. I'm gonna have this on the next Trub from Elder Pine. This is a Bones Farmhouse Ale. We'll save that for the next time. Little teaser, but yeah. And Black Dahlia Murder, Verminous is definitely growing on me. They're all growing on me. I like the Heaven Shall Burn one right off the bat. August Burns Red. Sometimes takes some Phantom Hand. I think I may have liked a little more the last album, and this one's already growing on me a little more. Constellations took time for me, and that might be my favorite album from them. But yeah, so metal music. What are you listening to? Let's try this beer, yeah? It's by the way, 16% ABV, big imperial stout with coffee, coconut, vanilla, hazelnut, milk, sugar, barley, oats, and rye. Sounds so desserty for, you know, what's more metal than dessert in liquid form in your Scolari Brothers glass. Cheers, guys. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Thick. Okay, the sweetness, the dessert, the chocolatey hazelnut. Oh well. A little bit of coffee. I get that hazelnut, that's nice. Coconut is definitely there. it's like a second after you swallow. Like, it's there, but I love that thickness, that consistency. That I like a good body in my beer. Yeah, and that's probably where the lactose comes in, and maybe a long boil or something like that, or how they drove the ABV high with, you know, all the rye, secret barley, oats, and yeah, all that good stuff. And Spectrum Coffees is the coffee that they used. But just give me a minute, guys. Give me a minute. I have to taste this. You guys doing alright out there? You guys listen to anything else? Anything unique? Since we're talking about music, sadly, yeah, we're all missing out on live concerts. Yeah. Would love to see some bands come back. Horse the Band, you did some shows in Portland and stuff. Come back. Dude, lots of fun stuff I'd love to see. Maybe no concerts this year, whatever. That's just sucks, but you know, it'll be back. Every Time I Die, love to see them again. They're working on a new album as well. Singer claims it's their best album so far. I really like the last one. Low Teens. Good stuff. We'll talk about Doom Eternal in a minute. So, I'm gonna taste this some mas. So this is thicker than, might be thicker than the Nightmare Scaffes Imperial Stout I had, which was 18%. So this just has a really nice, like, thick, creamy body with it. Good job, guys. Didn't know what to expect. Yeah, you know, when you market something really cool with all that artwork, you hope it matches the quality of the artwork. That beer better be damn good in there too. So, but yeah. Dessert, stout, beer, pastry. Ooh, yeah. Doom Eternal. What game is not like more metal than Doom? Got the soundtrack from Mick Gordon, 2016. It's fantastic. So yeah. Yes. So, Doom Eternal. Harder game this time around, but it has a better flow. So you added the double dash, add a few new weapons. That meat hook is addictive. Once you start using it, you don't stop really. Like, that was always my go-to, the meat hook, super shotgun. Yeah, shooting all the... I actually mastered all the weapons this time. My first time I went through the first Doom, I didn't care about all the collecting stuff and upgrading, and I kind of regret it. I might have had a better experience with better weapons and stuff. But this one, I'm glad I played it through. I'll probably 100% it, but I actually had to dummy it down to the easy mode. Like, it is hard, and the lack of ammo, that's a little tough. So when you start upgrading, make sure you add that ammo instead of the health and the armor. Ammo is the most important. There are times when I'm running around levels where there's no ammo anywhere, and if the baddies, the demons are too strong, you can't chainsaw them to get your armor and everything and your more weapon ammo. But yeah, so that's the hardest part in the beginning. You really just get a flow of it. You really get into it again, and then it's a lot easier as you go. But the platforming, very unique. I think some of it's really good and very creative, and sometimes when you nail it, you're like, you just want to yell, just, yeah, fuck yeah, I did it. But yeah, it gets harder though, and it's really annoying actually in a few spots. For the most part, it's pretty cool, really creative how they used it for this game. The game's faster, it's harder, but I really like what they did with it. The bad side is something was off on the soundtrack, and I didn't really know at first because it's faster, it's harder. You're not focused on the music as much because you're so focused on beating these fucking demons. Gotta send them, rip and tear them back to hell, you know? So, you just focus on getting by, and like you face the Marauder, and it's like, oh geez, this guy. You gotta learn how to really evade and get by him, and you know, the next guy and the next guy. Surprisingly, I got by the Marauder my first try. I tried once and I was half awake. I'm like, I'll save this for tomorrow. Next day, nailed it right away. But again, it was an easier mode, but still, even on easy, it can be pretty hard. So, I don't know if I'm going to play it through at a harder difficulty, but I'm going to keep playing and 100% everything, and then check out some of the multiplayer, Demons vs. Doom Guy mode that they added. It seems like it could be fun, but I did notice the soundtrack was a little off when I get toward the end of the game, and then I heard the other day acknowledging Mick Gordon didn't mix all the tracks. I don't know what happened, but then I also heard something that the 16 game, Mick Gordon had to talk him into letting me. It's like, let me do some stuff here. Let me throw some metal on this game, and he won him over. He sold him over. And the soundtrack was fantastic. And remember, not the whole 16 game isn't just metal. There's lots of different like mood swings to it. So, and this one has that too. There was a cool scene where there's a lot of people in the metal industry. There's some like singers of bands, and they're doing like a chanting shout. Almost sounds like, I don't know, almost like an angry cult yelling or something, but it's pretty unique, pretty cool. He did mix, you can definitely tell where he did mix some stuff, or that Meat Hook song. There's a handful of it he did mix, and you'll know when it's him. But so to know that they weren't gonna go the metal route in the beginning originally, I mean, you're glad they did, because 16 was a masterpiece in the soundtrack. And there are aspects, I'm sure, in the new Doom that people are hating on just because it's easy to hate on things. But I think overall the game is fucking awesome. It is an experience. I love it. It is faster paced. It's one of the best shooters I've ever played. It is fun to rip and tear and glory kill all these demons. The new weapons are fun. The new master weapon, like when you master the weapon, all the unlocks, those are fun too. And the platforming, not against it, but it gets a little annoying and frustrating. It's like it kind of ruins the flow of the game. You're like, yeah, it's nice to add those elements, but you don't want to ruin the rip and tear aspect, because you have the story aspect that they squeeze in there nicely. I mean, overall, I think it's a must-have. If you're not into Animal Crossing and you're more into, dimensional travel and killing demons in Hell and Mars and Earth, and I'll say the artwork's amazing as always. I love the Gore Nest level. The earlier levels have like crazy cool artwork from like Earth being taken over by the demons and the Gore Nests, or whatever you want to call it. The art complex, I do like that feel vibe. It kind of has like an 80s sci-fi but very clean look. Again, just meat hook him all night long. I mean, it does suck that Mick Gordon didn't do the whole soundtrack apparently, and they really mixed and edited and pieced it apart differently than he planned. There's rumors that he is not going to work with him again, and that could be fake. There's not any 100% proof. He hasn't stated anything on his Twitter account. People are saying that he's commenting on things. Maybe he is, but he hasn't made an official Twitter post since for over a month now. So who knows what's real? You can make fake Twitter posts, just like a lot of the memes you see, or random COVID posts that are BS that people post just to cause stirs and reactions. So I hope it's wrong. We want to see Mick Gordon back. The dude's awesome at what he does. Musical mastermind, keeping it metal. Let's hope the next one's even more metal. Let's hope we get a new Doom game sooner than later. Yeah. What metal are you listening to these days, guys? Anything I should be checking out? Anything other people should be checking out? Yeah, fill us in. So, next Trubcast, Trub, talk about the August Burns Red Guardians album, and we'll try a farmhouse ale, which we have not had on the Trub yet. So, and thanks again, Duddy, for that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Talk about Doom Eternal. Go buy it. What else you gonna do right now? Buy Animal Crossing? Probably, because everyone's buying it. I can't play that game. It's like one of those, Animal Crossing's like one of those Facebook games from 10 years ago. It's an addiction thing. Like, my friend's dad had me playing Restaurant City, and you had to log in and do this and do that. It was so dumb. But yeah, kind of like that, but maybe a little more souped up as Animal Crossing. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, kids, keep listening to metal. Puts a smile on your face in such negative times. And thanks for releasing all the new albums, guys. And keep drinking beer. Preferably metal stout beer. Summer's coming up. Keep drinking stouts in the summer, because why not, you know? But I'm getting out of here. This is Josh with the Trub. Oh, what am I gonna rate? Hey, I gotta rate this beer real quick. Oh, that's really good. Fuck. Fear the Sunset by KCBC, Kings County Brewing Collective. Woohoo! Let's give this beer 8.75 Zombie Boys out of 10. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me. Go buy Doom Eternal. Go buy some Doom, some metal records and stuff. Alright, leave me alone. I love you. Bye.